What is going on, guys? Bengal again here, coming back at you with another video, and I've actually figured it out, who I think the breakout linebacker is. I've got a theory, got a working theory, but if you didn't watch the last episode, you can see the Week 14 result. We actually played really, really well, and as is the case, I feel like whenever we play well, we got momentum early and just didn't let go of it, and momentum is so critical in these past couple of Maddens, but I think this breakout linebacker is going to be Kayvon Thibodeaux, who you normally wouldn't associate with linebacker when you just think about it. But yep, 3-4 rush linebacker. Did have 2 sacks in last week's game. So I think there's a realistic shot that he is the breakout linebacker. But something I didn't touch on is the fact that these 3 players all get a skill point. Plus 10,000 XP for, an upset playing spoiler victory. And Adoree Jackson is actually part of my long-term future here. He's got 89 zone coverage. It's actually pretty high. Although I am going to upgrade slot. It is the archetype, and in the past was pretty good for upgrading speed, but I would take man coverage, which we do get, and plus 2 tackle as well. Not bad. 60 tackle, I think, is fine for a corner. Saquon is pretty big. He is an 88 overall, or could be with an upgrade here. No, he is, but he's playing down because of morale, despite he's having a pretty good season. A ball carrier vision is not super relevant. Trucking, I would like to be higher, but I think I'd like juke move to go even higher as well. Although break tackle into the 90s would also be cool. I'm going to do power back, actually. That doesn't affect his overall, but will affect some attributes. Plus 2 trucking and plus 1 strength, I do not mind. 87 trucking and now 82 strength. I'm okay with those upgrades. I would say that was pretty good. And now Kadarius Toney's big, and here's why. Right now is an 81 playmaker. But with his abilities now getting superstar development, he has return man, but in order to get some of these better ones, you unfortunately have to be a higher overall. He's not an 85 overall slot. We can't do jukebox, which doesn't make sense because he should be able to do that just based on his abilities. The only ones we can do right now, Energizer, ball carriers with his ability will replenish a portion of their stamina upon successfully performing any skill move. I don't really think that's going to be that great. Recuperation, well, players with this ability will recover from the effects of fatigue at an increased rate between plays. Maybe. Reach for it, I could like. And then persistent. They're harder to knock out of the zone. Useless. He can't get in the zone. So I don't know. You guys are going to tell me in the comments which one's going to be better. But I think I would do recuperation just because we've seen him get subbed out of the game before. I think that one might make a little bit more sense. And then playmaker apparently is really good for just upgrading route running. So I am going to go ahead and do playmaker here. That will boost his overall to an 82, and we'll get plus 3 medium, plus 2 short, plus 1 deep, and then plus 2 awareness. But as you can see, becoming a much better route runner, which is going to make him a much better receiver for me. So I'll not complain about any of those. And our breakout linebacker, is it Kayvon Thibodeaux? It is. Coach, have you been paying much attention to Kayvon Thibodeaux? He played an awesome game last week. No, I didn't notice him. Keep an eye on that guy. If he has another big game against the Commanders this week, we might have a future superstar on our hands. Well, me thinking he should just have superstar development already, I'm in on this. Hold the Commanders to less than 200 total yards, which is going to be tough, or get Kayvon Thibodeaux 2+ interceptions, forced fumbles, tackles for loss, or sacks. Forced fumbles is going to be tough. Tackles for loss, possible. I think he can get 2. This is doable. Weekly strategy. What can I do to get Kayvon going? Like, there's nothing that really increases power moves or anything like that. I'm not going to do contain quarterback scramble, as that negates our pass rush. So, definitely not that. I think we're just going to do defend short pass. It's done a really good job this year of shutting guys down. And I don't want to do run inside because then we can't run outside. I think I like usually, what did I do? Blitz counter, faster reaction to short pass worries me a lot. But blitz counter kind of seems like the one I'm going to settle on. Just has the most chance of affecting the least, if that makes sense. But we do now have 6 spots. If you watched the last episode, I unlocked all these. So big time for XP here. Izudu probably, I mean, he could be in there. I don't actually mind this setup so much. I just really don't. I don't see. I don't know. I think we're going to go with the guys who have the best chance of being good. I'm going to go Kadarius Toney because we can make him an actual superstar if he gets even more XP. Azudu, like, kind of tough for me. I think I'm going to do Azeez Ojulari. And then maybe Xavier McKinney. I think I'm going to go Dory Jackson, actually. All right, we'll do a Dory Jackson. And rush for over 200 yards? Sure. But our big focus here is on Kayvon Thibodeaux. If he can go up to superstar development, we could have a bona fide difference maker. And I did want to do full pads because with that, we have him getting, hopefully, the biggest boost. Now, he is going to be +8 fatigue, but also +5 finesse moves and power moves this week. I think is the move. Andrew Thomas, man, his run block is just so not good. Maybe just, maybe agile. I don't know what to do for Andrew Thomas, man. Maybe I'll just take the highest one each time. Getting his run block finesse seems pretty good. I don't know how to upgrade offensive linemen. I don't even think it really matters much, to be honest. And we'll do power rusher for Dexter Lawrence. +2 power moves is actually significant. He might have 1 sack this season, so anything we can do to make him better is great. 1.5 sacks, which I guess is about where he's been, to be honest. Going to Landover, Maryland, facing... Actually, did they move their stadium, or is that just in talks? Yeah, they agreed on a new stadium. It's going to be FedEx Field, but new stadium, or new stadium could happen by 2027. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Also, what I saw, yeah, the Commanders are in these black, gray alternate unis, and they actually look really, really good. I don't love the Commanders' new uniforms. I think they look better on the field than in-game, but I think these look really good, actually. There's Tyrod Taylor against Carson Wentz. We have broken the touchdown-to-interception barrier. We have more touchdowns than interceptions. But the focus this week is on the defense. It's on our rookie outside linebacker, the number 5 overall pick, Kayvon Thibodeaux. We need big things today. Oh, that's no good. That's no good. Okay. Aaron Robinson saves a touchdown. I thought that was going to the house. I thought first play of the game, that's a kickoff return touchdown. Thankfully, it was not. That was looking bad. All right, Kayvon Thibodeaux. All it is, 2 tackles for loss. 2 sacks. A combination of the 2. That's no good. Already it begins. Jahan Dotson. Oh, no. Oh, no. Antonio Gibson put the ball on the ground. And it's recovered by Washington. I thought that was looking good for us. Unfortunately not. I'm going to try to help Kayvon here. He's getting Sam Cosme's grill. Thibodeaux is not rushing. It's going to be a weird end around. First down, Washington. There is a penalty, though. It's coming back. It's going to be a hold. All right, not bad. 3rd and 8. I'd like to help Kayvon Thibodeaux, and it's going to mean bringing Dane Belton up to the line and creating one-on-ones. Carson Wentz going down the field. And that ball is taken away from the receiver's hands, knocked away, and well out of bounds. We'll set Washington up with a field goal try from the 44-yard line. It's a 54-yard attempt, and it had the leg, but the kick is no good. I believe that's Joey Sly. Just hooked it a little bit to the left, and I already don't like what's happening here. Already I'm getting flashbacks to the last game where we really couldn't run the ball at all. We're going to step up. It's Tyrod Taylor. Just slide. Just go down. Take the yardage. 13-yard gain for our quarterback, Tyrod Taylor. It's so weird not using Daniel Jones, but it's a good weird. I like it because we were just not very successful with him. Oh, man. I didn't expect that block to get shed like that. And you know what? Good. Take a seat. Bring in John Feliciano. 2nd and 8. We're going to run the ball. Okay. That was a bad idea. We're going to lose 2. Bruised ribs, John Feliciano, get in the game. It is 3rd and 10. Dude, their defense is just tough. I don't know. It wasn't the case last week with the Eagles, but it's just a different ball game here as we're going to go down the field to the new superstar, Kadarius Toney. He's fighting, can't quite make it to the end zone, but it is a near 40-yard play for the Giants offense on 3rd down. Kadarius Toney got open, broke a tackle, and then it looked like he really could have scored a touchdown just could not make the final player miss. They were going for the football. Tony didn't like it. Kept going. But the fact that we can't score a touchdown there is disheartening. Can we throw to Kenny Golladay? Jump ball. Golladay can't go up and get it. Second and goal. Barkley up the middle. Look at the truck. Look at the power. Saquon Barkley. That is a very good start for our offense. Looked like it was going to be ugly, but we just found a way. Extend the drive. Extend the drive. It was only a 7-play drive. But, I mean, we did what we could. It looked grim, but we made it happen. 7-0. Wentz. Ah, come on, man. It's a good quick throw. I mean, he really didn't hold on to that football for too long. That's got to be a pick. Darnay. Please, get a hand up, man. That's going to be another first down. Carson Wentz, despite... I think I chose defend the short pass. Maybe I did defend D. I think I did defend the short pass. They keep going short, and they keep converting here. Wentz just throwing it at Xavier McKinney, but finds his tight end Bates for the first down. I got Thibodeaux in coverage. It's not good. He's actually going to be able to make a play here. Not a tackle for loss, but a tackle in the open field nonetheless. That could have been a good opportunity to make a play, but it just, you know, kind of a fish out of water situation. Thibodeaux really shouldn't be out there in coverage. But nothing bad happens as Thibodeaux's going to get the sack. Wentz rolled right into him. The rookie continuing his hot streak. Obviously has played quite well of late. Just ended up beating Sam Cosmi, and Wentz just ran right into him. Good way of Thibodeaux to shed that block, make that play, and it is 3rd and 14. Thibodeaux, 1 TFL, interception, forced fumble, tackle for loss, or sack away from superstar Dev. Wentz going to take off. Accidentally dove there trying to send somebody back after Wentz, but he's going to slide well short of the first down. And Washington, it looks like, will settle for the field goal try. Missed the first one. Will he hit the second? Right down the middle, no doubt about it. And Washington makes it a 4-point game. There is the NFC playoff picture. Several teams in the hunt there, including multiple teams from the NFC North. We have the Packers' first-round pick, don't forget. So I would love to see those teams make a late run. That'd be really nice. Here's a little end around. Slayton changes direction back up the middle. I'd say that's fairly successful given how that looked at first. We even could try read option here. 2nd and 6. Daniel Jones is faster than Tyrod Taylor, but I held A there. Thankfully, Tyrod doesn't fumble. I held A. Did not hand off the ball, though. Maybe I was late on it? Maybe. 3rd and 6. Quick throw to Tony, the new superstar. And he gives us a new set of downs as we'll take this to the end of the first quarter up. 7-3. High-scoring affair so far. Try to get a little creative. Tony in motion. He's going to get the touch pass. And we're looking for space. Tony's still on his feet. Again, fairly successful given how that looked at the start of that play. 2nd and 7. Seeing some new faces on the field. There's the rookie out of Kentucky by way of Nebraska, Wan'Dale Robinson. He's going to get it. Drops the ball. Would have been way more open, but he got bumped at the line. But I had already pretty much done the classic Bengal, committing to throwing the ball because I saw him open, but then he got not open. And by that time, I just can't make that new decision. Wide open. So why did Slayton stop his route? Doesn't matter. First down. Wan'Dale will stay in the game and maybe even get an opportunity here. Just got a little bit too conservative. Went to Saquon. Didn't trust throwing down the middle. Sometimes I get too conservative. I do. I won't deny it, but I just don't want to make a mistake. As we'll go play action and get sacked. Montez Sweat came in like a heat-seeking missile. Just held on to the ball too long. It'd be really nice to get Kadarius Toney back on the field. We're going to go deep down the field, and that ball is going to be intercepted. Oh, what is that? Nicole Roby-Coleman with the interception. It's such an annoying play. Been a while since we looked in replay. for a mistake, for an interception. But we obviously can't check down here because not close to the first down marker. Not close. So we go jump ball, one-on-one to Tony, or one-on-one to Galladay, excuse me. The ball is in a really weird spot. We never even get any type of a jump ball animation with Kenny Galladay. He never went for it, obviously. He tried to switch on, but it doesn't let you come back and get to the football. It's really bad this year. It was bad last year, too, to be fair. And then pass just gets knocked right to Roby Coleman for the pick. Damn. It's so frustrating there. If the receiver isn't wide open, it's like a guaranteed interception in some way, shape, or form. That one off the tip, although they're all equally annoying, as that's going to be a takeaway right back. It's big play Darnay, and we're getting blocks. Darnay Holmes in a foot race. He's got the sideline. He's got the end zone. Big play Darnay again. Pick sixes in back-to-back weeks, and he is making big play after big play, living up to that nickname. Wentz, similar idea to what we had, just a play ago, going one-on-one for receiver one. But instead of Kenny Galladay, it's Terry McLaurin. Instead of Nickel Roby Coleman, it's Darnay Holmes. No tip ball on that. But Holmes just went up and got it. I don't know what to say on that, man. He just made a great play. Just made a great individual play. Hats off to him, and we're up 14-3 as a result. That deserves a golf clap at least for Darnay Holmes. Like, he does get beat sometimes, but he's making more plays for us than against us. So his eventual role for us is in the slot, but he's played really, really well on the boundary so far, based on where the expectations were set, I would say. Focus still on Kayvon Thibodeaux. Oh my goodness. Was that a QB draw? Or did Wentz just panic? It was a QB draw. Weird. Leonard Williams with the big play. It doesn't count as a sack because the quarterback wasn't going to throw. It is a TFL, though. Thibodeaux going to stand up. And, yeah, that's just throwing where I was supposed to be. And McLaurin breaks a tackle. Guarantees the first down. I got to say, though, these Washington unis are awesome. I know I've said it several times. And as a Giants fan, you know, I got to not like them a little bit. But, no, they look good. Credit where credit is due. Little fake end around to real reverse. McLaurin wrestled down to the ground by Azeez Ojulari. Hasn't made as many plays this year as Kayvon Thibodeaux has. But that is a really nice play. Read that well enough and just wrestled Scary Terry right to the ground. 2nd and 13. Tay Crowder inching up to the line. It is play action. Throwing and knocked away by Adoree Jackson. Maybe could have made a play on that ball or brought it down, right? But I'm not mad about the incompletion, setting up 3rd and long. And we're just going to stay over the middle of the field. This time, Jackson is mossed. Is that Cam Sims? The former 5-star out of Alabama. Didn't really end up working out at Bama too much. Was drafted just because, you know, that happens. But, yeah, big play on that one. And, yeah, that's just an impossible spot. And Logan Thomas is still going. All right. If we didn't send Tay Crowder, it would have been a run for Carson Wentz, which maybe would have been better. But I also didn't think he was just going to go brain dead. And Carson Wentz throws it at him. He couldn't even get a hand up. Wentz going to take off, and he is sacked. It's O'Shane Zimenez. Our backups are in. Quincy Roche was on the other side, who actually got cut by the Giants in real life. Kind of bizarre, I'll be honest. Did end up re-signing and coming on the practice squad. Dude, that was a touchdown. That was a touchdown. Wentz had the running back out of the backfield, clear as day. Thankfully, he didn't see it. 3rd and 14. Get to Wentz, wide open over the middle, and what a stiff arm by Cam Sims. No first down, though. And Washington will just settle for a field goal again. And that kick is good. Washington, I mean, staying in this game, the Commanders are right there. They really are right there. And if Sly hit that first field goal, you know, this is obviously even a closer game at 14-9. And we're holding on to a 14-6 lead. Richie James back to return. Kind of a short kick. And Richie James has blockers and doesn't end up housing it, but has a nice return back to the 37-yard line. Tyrod Taylor will get his offense back on the field. Little 2-minute drill, basically, 3-minute, to make something happen before the end of the half. And Saquon Barkley could be a big part of that. Little cutback lane and a broken tackle. Falling forward is Saquon. 5 rushes for 9 yards. I forgot he's not been effective. I just went down to get food. And I took a little bit of a break, and I forgot, man, we have not been able to run the ball at all. And now we're running the ball a little bit. Ah, what a run. 3rd down and 4. I don't like it. I needed to maybe throw that ball a little bit earlier, but the coverage was tight enough where I didn't feel comfortable because the margin for error is so small. Yeah, we could have done the free-form passing, but who even knows if that would have been accurate. We'll just bring on Jamie Gill in a punt. Man, look how good that looks on the back of the jersey. That 18, Jesus Christ. It's got to be that 8-mile-per-hour wind blowing the jersey basically off his body. And this should be a decent punt. There's a bounce out at the 1. You don't appreciate my offense because it's bad. You don't like my defense because it sucks. But boy, if you disrespect my ability as a punter, you can go it's a run. Tay Crowder shutting down Antonio Gibson, who gets basically back to the line. This is where we need Kayvon Thibodeaux to make a play. And he's actually gassed right now. But this is where he's got to make a play. And we're going to help him. We're going to eat up one of these blocks. It's wham. It's wham. It's wham. A dodge wham. No, it is the play. Halfback wham. You can tell when the tight end motions in like that pre-snap. So, it's 3rd and 9. Wham is a very popular NFL play. It's probably one of my favorite run plays, to be honest. Just the way it looks. And that's going to be way more effective than I would have liked. We had them backed all the way up. We were finally playing well. But I panicked, and I didn't do coach suggestions. And I came out in 4-4, which I didn't want to do, by the way. I just looked in there, and I'm like, that's not a good defense for now. Came out in it anyway. This is why I do coach suggestions. Just, you know, DC can decide, and we'll hopefully make the plays. That can't be a catch. That cannot be a catch. Are they going to review it? Yeah, please. Got 1 down. Yeah, dude, he is not in bounds. The butt does count. It just has to be 2 feet or a part of your body. Other than, I don't think a hand would count only. That'd be very odd, but yeah, that's going to be coming back, thankfully. Dude, Wentz is already at 185 passing yards. So we're not going to hold them under 200. And you know how I know? It already happened. They just went over it with that play. So we need Kayvon Thibodeaux to make another play. Get that up in the... Dude, we're going for the swat. Terry shakes him off. Still going. Down to the 2, but they have no timeouts. Scary Terry scaring the hell out of me. He gave the biggest effort to get that into the end zone, but the clock runs out. Commanders 6 and your New York Giants 14. Jalen Hurts, 2 interceptions. Boston Scott not playing well. Dude, Eagles-Bears kind of looking like our game last week. We'll get the football first to start this second half, and my biggest focus, obviously we'd like to win, but my biggest focus, get Kayvon Thibodeaux 1 more sack, tackle for loss, force fumble, and we'll get him up to superstar dev. He's got a full half to do it. So I don't just want to run out the clock. Like, as much as you obviously don't want this usually, I want my defense back out on the field. And that is just a bad run to start. Working off play action, nobody bites. And we'll check down. Not really a big play there. 3rd and 9. We're going to step up with Taylor, and he's going to evade. Tyrod Taylor making it happen with his legs today. That's another first down on the ground. Dude, where is Kadarius Toney? I gave him the ability that should say, hey, you're on the field and not tired more often. Why is he not playing? He's still not out there. I mean, I'm cool to see Wan'Dale Robinson get some reps. And I actually really like making this a whip route. Nope, it's going the other way. I really did like it. Nickel Roby-Coleman is just better than me, I guess. Shoot, man. Come on. I realize I didn't really actually sound disappointed there, but I am. Shoot, man. Crud. Rats, man. Another interception. Crap. Dude, where are you going? We have a guy right there. It's Jared Wilson, and he just got lost. It is scary, Terry, to be fair, in man coverage. Yeah, not really. It's not really a matchup he should be winning, but it is frustrating to see. Trying to cover everybody. He's throwing at me. God, you disrespectful son of a... Now, we could try and user Kayvon Thibodeaux and make it happen. That's also an option. Quick throw. Dude, Jared Wilson got turned around again. Just stay where you're supposed to be. 3rd and 1. This still could be a run here. We're in man coverage. They're going to throw. And that's going to be picked off by Julian Love. We're taking it out because we had to. That's a big-time turnover. Carson Wentz is just really taking away a prime opportunity for the Commanders to really get back in this and tie up the game, potentially, with a 2-point conversion following the touchdown. We need Kadarius Toney to get back on the field, man. This is ridiculous. It's really bad. But we do have Kenny Golladay. Not quite as good, but we'll take that result. Not a great game from Tyrod today. I've just made more mistakes than I did last week. It's kind of what it comes down to. Oh, Saquon with the juke. Okay. 8 rushes for 13. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Still. Oh, no. It's going to be intercepted. I just didn't see him. 3 interceptions. Oh, my God, man. Bobby McCain. A classic bit about Bobby McCain. Shoot. Dude, I looked over, I checked, I saw Darius Slayton open. I just did not account for the free safety. Dude, where is Darnay Holmes? Terry McLaurin touchdown. All right, Darnay Holmes was in a different zip code on that one. He got turned around. He was not even close. He was not even close. I just don't get what's happening. Like, we looked so good last week, and now we look so bad. They had the momentum back. I don't even know what the play is. My team doesn't know the play. This has disaster written all over it, and it is a 2-point conversion, and now a tie game. 14 apiece, but their starting left tackle, Charles Leno, is down. So that might bode well for Kayvon Thibodeaux getting superstar dev. We need him to make another play, man. We need something to happen. Somebody better start getting open. You know, the crazy thing, I see Saquon. We're going to try and get it to him. Come back to the football. Let's go, Barkley. It looked ugly, but guess what? It worked. And I need something to go my way right now. I've made some mistakes, and it's costing us. But I need Kadarius Toney back on the field. We are a very... Oh, the play has changed. The play has changed. Slayton, it's going to get picked. Yeah, he couldn't catch it, though. I just don't get why sometimes he disappears. And that's an immediate shed. Saquon has broken the tackle, though. 4 yards. Could have been worse. Could have been better. 3rd and 6. We're getting sacked. And we are out of field goal range if we ever were in field goal range. And we'll have to punt. Wind is against us. It'll be interesting to see where this punt goes. We just got to get there. I'm just the best. I'm just the best punter in the world that ever there was. Bad offense, bad defense. But man, am I a coffin corner out here. That might have actually been bouncing on the 1 if we didn't touch that. But I'll take it on the 2. Pretty much same result, right? So not really going to be mad about that. It's Wham! It's Wham! How do I tell him? Oh, Tay Crowder's living in the backfield. We can't make the play. Micah McFadden's there for the tackle. Dude, how do we get Kayvon Thibodeaux to make one of these plays? Is that at all possible? It's a run up the middle. How do they keep doing this on 3rd down? How? But that punt just made things really easy on our defense. So we will get the football back from probably Commander's territory. Real close, at least, right at midfield. No, maybe that is Commander's territory. Dude, we need to get some of this momentum back so my team actually knows what plays we're calling. That's a good ball, though, to Darius Slayton. That's got to be big for momentum, but it doesn't really appear to be. And that is the end of the 3rd quarter. Anybody's game here, 14 apiece. We really have not done well to move the ball here. Under 200 total yards. Where is Kadarius Toney? We're stepping up. Taylor! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We got wrapped up into an animation there. My life flashed between my eyes. Before my eyes. But also between them, in the middle of my face. Up the middle. Barkley, good run. And Taylor's under pressure. We're outrunning Sweat, though, and we're tackled from behind, but that's a positive play. Oh, my goodness, dude. That's why speed really kills at the quarterback position, because you can do stuff like that. 2nd and 5. Wandale has a step, and Wandale can't quite get to the end zone. Would have been the first touchdown of Wandale Robinson's career, young as it may be. And it is 1st and goal from the 1. Quick throw to the tight end, Akins, and that is the go-ahead score. Touchdown, Jordan Akins. Continuing a pretty good season. Problem is, he already is 30 years old. Was cut in real life. Not the long-term fix. And a big reason why we're looking at tight end so heavily in the draft. Time is running out on Superstar Dev here. I'd love the win, but this is a really rare chance to get Superstar Dev. We got to be able to make the play, and of course it goes to Scary Terry, who we can't tackle for anything, by the way. Also, Charles Leno's back in the game, so really can't have Thibodeaux take advantage of that matchup. I don't know how we're going to do this. We're going to run. Oh, Thibodeaux got cut. They're going to the end zone. And it is a Terry McLaurin touchdown beating Darnay Holmes. He's very good in this game. He's tough to stop. Washington, this is the team we just can't seem to beat. Going to be 21-21. We got no heart. I wish we had a lot, but we got no heart. 21. 1st and 10. 3:57 to go. Working off play action. That looks open. Sick throw, Tyrod. It'd be super nice to have Kadarius Toney in the game. I promise you he's not injured. It's just like a fatigue glitch. We'll have to just work with what we have, though. It's Kenny Golladay and company. Rolling out with Taylor. This would have to be a perfect throw, and it is to Darius Slayton. Huge. I fear that Kayvon Thibodeaux will not be getting up to superstar development. That is my big fear. And I think my biggest fears are being realized. 3rd and 2, and Saquon is just brought down from behind, man. We're gonna lose the game. I mean, got to take our points in this spot, but I am worried about them scoring a touchdown in 2-minute offense. I really am. Graham Gano's kick is good. We'll take a late game lead, but unfortunately, it's not enough. A 3-point lead, I don't think is going to be enough. Oh, and Terry McLaurin's in the zone. That's like the worst news ever. Need Thibodeaux to win here. It's going to be a user pick! Easy reads! The cat in the hat! Oh my goodness, I was just sitting there. He just threw it right to me. It wasn't even really an easy read. That's just like looking at the cover of the book. And he just threw it right to me. Oh, thank you, Carson Wentz, you miracle maker. You miracle boy. Now, I'm going to try and score a touchdown as quickly as possible. And that's actually a decent start. Washington's going to call their timeout. I want them to get the ball back, and I want us to be up by a touchdown plus. I will not take a field goal. Working off play action, lobbing it to Golladay. He can't get to it. 3rd and 5. We're going to get sacked. Oh, I'm not kicking a field goal. Oh, gosh. I've talked about this before, about not going up by 6 with like less than 2 minutes to go, but we can't. This is not go for it territory. Am I about to throw the game with a punt here? Dude, it's like, how stupid can I be? I'm going to punt. I know it seems crazy, but I'm going to punt. I know it seems wild. Sometimes you just got to make the crazy call. Oh, it's a bad punt, too. I put too much power on it. I tried to sky punt, too, and kick it out of bounds, and it just goes into the end zone. Here's the thing, though. Washington is not incentivized to end the game, because a touchdown would end the game. Oh, it is what it is, man. I've made this decision, and we're going to live with the results. We're going for the football, too. I need Kayvon Thibodeaux to get a sack. Thibodeaux, sack him! Let's go, baby! User sack! Wentz goes down in the backfield. Washington's going to be scrambling. 4th down and 7. Get after them. They might convert here. They're going to. Oh, big hit. But this clock is going to be ticking. Get back. Get back. Get back. Get back. Let him check down. Oh, that's no good. That's a big tackle by Darnay to keep him in bounds, though. We might have to get out of this. Couldn't get a timeout off. Wentz under pressure, throwing it, and it's knocked up into the air. If Terry McLaurin would have caught that, I would have freaked. But we've been in this situation before. Washington could win with a Hail Mary. I don't like this. 5 seconds to play. We cannot have roughing the passer. Wentz throwing it, incomplete, and that is the ball game. 24-21 is your final. Man, my heart was beating fast in that spot. I love when people say, oh, my heart was beating. Yeah, I'd hope so. Otherwise, you'd be fucking dead. Yeah, I made a few mistakes this game, obviously. Don't love it. Yeah, I mean, not the best game from either quarterback, but Wentz, I mean, it's bizarre. Only had a few incompletions, several, but 3 of them were interceptions. We had 3 interceptions as well. Only 202 yards. Carson Wentz throws for 407, more than double. Rushing, 13 for 28. Touchdown at least. Ugh. Actually, I want to see what Terry McLaurin had. 10 for 165 and 2 touchdowns. It feels right. That was tough. Kadarius Toney just disappeared from the game. Had 3 for 49 and then checked out, despite even the new superstar ability. That's broken. Touchdown for Akins. Our offense didn't play well. Our defense didn't play well. I don't know. Thibodeaux, dude, that's a joke. You're not going to credit him with a sack? He sacked him. Okay, so if they don't give Thibodeaux a superstar dev, I will give him superstar dev because he did complete the challenge, and they're just not registering it, which is broken. Pick for Julian Love, Tay Crowder, and big play Darnay, who have, of course, also had a forced fumble and a touchdown. Why is he amazing? But you can literally see here, Carson Wentz sacked for a 6-yard loss. That was Kayvon Thibodeaux. And then in the first quarter, Carson Wentz sacked for a 6-yard loss. O'Shane Zimenez had that sack in the third quarter. I think this was at second quarter maybe. Carson Wentz sacked for a 3-yard loss. So those are 3 sacks. 1 in the first quarter, 1 in the second quarter, and then 1 in the fourth quarter. Yet we only show 2 total. And Kayvon Thibodeaux had 2 of them. So that's super dumb. It's actually amazing how bad the replay system is this year. Like, sometimes it just doesn't start from the start of the play. I mean, a lot of times. It doesn't show a lot of replays. So here I am trying to get a Kayvon Thibodeaux thumbnail, and I have like 3 choices, and half of them start when he's already just being blocked. Evan Neal does get an upgrade for that game, though. I'll go agile, working towards that scheme fit. But, yeah, I'm not even sure if that's going to be super important. I do like +1 pass block and run block, though. That seems good to me. And we'll see the message about the breakout player. If we get cheated here, I'm doing it anyway. All right. They knew somehow, I guess. What did I tell you? There's something special about that guy, Kayvon Thibodeaux. And I think he could be a legitimate cornerstone for this team. I agree. And I'm glad he agrees as well. I would have been mad if it didn't work, but it did. Plus 8,000 XP. Because that's big. You can't fake XP. Can't just, oh, I'll just give him a superstar dev. I could just give him, 8,000 XP. But we're in a little bit of a win streak. 4-10. I mean, we could have lost that game, obviously, but did come out on top, thankfully. And I think we'll end this episode with an upgrade. 3 more weeks of New York Giants football in Season 1. And we do have 2 upgrades for Kayvon Thibodeaux, the newest superstar development player. Gotta love it. So, I mean, there is a thought we could also upgrade finesse moves. I've seen some of this in the comments. I guess recuperation is the only thing that Thibodeaux can have right now. But the thing with Thibodeaux is that, I don't know, man. Would we rather go just power moves and try to get him good at power moves? Great. But, I mean, do we play it long-term here? Because the only way you can get edge threat is be 90 overall speed rusher. And I want edge threat. So I think we're going to go speed. And it's not far off, so we're going to try to get 90 overall speed rush or get those finesse moves up. +2 finesse moves, and we could get power moves in here as well. Hopefully this is finesse moves. +1 finesse moves. Maybe doesn't seem like he's that much better, but I think that's a decent upgrade for him. 75. We're going to keep working on it, obviously. And we'll do that throughout the rest of this series. Week 16, Minnesota Vikings, and I'm hoping we come out on top in that game, obviously. It was a tough start to the season. We're beginning to settle down a little bit and get some wins, stay in games, make fewer mistakes. And that's just kind of the way these series usually go. So 4-10, not great, obviously. But we could come out and maybe win 5, 6, 7 games this season. So that's what I'm hoping for. And thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.